is a recording of a talk given by Her Holiness Dollis on the 22nd of the 4th, 1979.
Chair. And because of the cleansing of the feet of Christ, you see, they said, why should you make such a lot of oil? You can sell it and give it to the poor. And Christ said, now see what he said, that Christ himself has said these words, and if they are depicted the same way, you just see the meaning what you should do. He says that these poor are forever, but I am for a short time. See how clearly he has said that there is no philanthropic work involved. But people take, you see, the other meaning, I don't know from where you get the other meaning that you must look after the poor. That's not your job at all. Alright, Atul? That's not your job to look after the poor. What we have to work out in the middle, see, by which we can put the right and left both the banks. We have to be in the middle. When we are in the middle course, we first of all settle down ourselves nicely, and then the left and right can be encouraged. The poor and the rich. The overrich are horrid people. They smoke, they drink, I mean, they are wretched. Gambling, this, that, all sorts of things they do. They waste their life, they don't know how to face themselves. They are in the worst possible condition. And the poor are another side, labor class and all that. So you have to bring them to the center. But how? You yourself have the depth within you. You can pull all of them together into this. First solution has to come in the center. Alright? So this is it. That when you start doing your philanthropic work, you cannot do it with surgery. You can. Of course, I mean, poor is alright. In the Indian villages, I can work it out. But very poor, they will not take to surgery. They'll take to drinking, smoking, or if some time is left, burgling or cheating, they will take to this thing. Because for them, eating is the main thing. You see, just like animals. And for the very rich, they are another type of animals. You see, they are vultures. They cannot live without sort of being parasites of the society. If you tell them anything, they will not understand. So the upper class is useless. The lower class is useless for us. Ours is a middle class. It has to settle down with the value of surgery. And then once they see you, the river flows. They can be enriched and they will come. We are like a river. And we have to enrich both the banks. This side or that side. That is important. One side you have to cleanse the upper class, and the lower class you have to enrich them. But if you do not have that within yourselves, how are you going to do it? SahajaYoga is going to work for the middle class. This is the point. Not for the poor. And that's a very wrong thing. The attention is put to the poor. That's not our job. We have not created poor, have we? We have not. Who has created them? The upper class. We club them together, upper and the lower class. So they'll say, you have labor government, both are just the same. That's it, you see. They say by denying God, see, they are challenging God. If they deny God, then God will fall at their feet. That's why they deny. Otherwise, what is the need? What matters? Is he standing for any election? Is he contesting an election that you are saying, we do not believe in God? What does it matter? So that is how we understand. that these are fools.
Is there any way, Mother, that even in this
That's
case
what I
we
said. The
can
way
have-
is that the middle class, see, the middle class should be developed.
No, but for these people who go to extremes like that, to say, I do not believe and I am
Then let it be. You don't make them believe.
Is there any way of helping them to come
See,
to
it
an
is-
understanding or even to a beginning?
You see, you if you think that you can make these people believe, you cannot. It's wrong. They will not. They will not. Because the more you will try to do it, the more they will. Because you see, their ego is hurt. They are the people whose ego is hurt because they find some people rich, you see. Say, a person on this bank and this bank, he sees this bill, he sees this. We are somewhere down here, alright? And they are seeing each other. So their ego is hurt, very much. And here there are people who are egoistic. So both do not believe in God. What does it matter if they believe it or not? There is God.
What does it mean?
You see, they just want to say it out. You see, here it is a big words. I've seen everybody. I believe. Now, who are you? Everyone. You see, said, I believe in. Nobody believing from where it has come. From where did you get this belief? What is your experience? So that's how they do it. So they have to say, if a politician comes up and gives a lecture, I believe that this is this. So everybody hears that. So they go on home. They say, I believe in this. It's like ringing one bell, putting into another bell, and the resonance starts, and everybody says, I believe. You see, I find in this country, even an ordinary beggar talks like that. There's no humility of any kind. That's why they talk like that. They lack humility. They are so aggressive. Just see how aggressive they are. They have aggressed all the cultures of the world. Now today's article I have brought it for you to see specially. You see now, in say Tehran, whatever they have done, the Iranis have done, they have put a chadar on a lady. Say, you wear a chadar. So an English lady writes about it. She said, they have made our body, you see now, your attitude towards, I say that, you can say the British attitude or you can say the Western attitude, is that your body is very beautiful, so you must show. Why cheat yourself? It is not because your body is beautiful you are showing, but you want to catch it. It's simple. It is as simple as that. Face it. But you want all the world, all over the world, the women should be like you. It's such a subtle aggression, you don't know. They have killed all the cultures of the world. With this kind of an understanding that we are the best, you see, most educated and sophisticated. But others also must exist. They have their own cultures, understand them, and think, if you do not say, please give me this, then he is uncultured. This, you know, it is such a subtle aggression if you see on everybody's culture. That's how you have removed all the Indians from, say, South America, North America, you see, everywhere, wherever these people have gone, they have finished the cultures. It's a very, very special type of aggression, these people. And aggression has a reaction always. Either the other cultured people, those people who had other cultures, would strive to be this culture because this is supposed to be the greatest of all. To say like that we should not be afraid of showing, we should not be ashamed of our body. What is something like privacy within us? Is there nothing like privacy? We should respect our bodies, the point. Now, if this is the attitude taken, then everybody, oh, this woman is inhibited because she does not show off her body. The showing off of the body is nothing but is a subtle prostitution. It is on and on and on. It's very subtle. Now, another suggestion comes in from there, that for 25 years, they cannot believe that people can remain celibate, because in this country, people cannot. But there are so many countries where they really remain celibate till they are married. So many of them. But according to them it is not possible. So those who remain must be wrong, they are telling lies. And they force this on others that you become like us only. Because our noses are cut, so you also cut your nose. On all types of people, if you go anywhere, all the Western people have what they have learned is the culture. It's the variety of culture. And such subtle cultures they have used to nothing. And by their aggression they have told people that we are sort of the highest of others. English language you must know, French you must know. इधर नहीं ढकेलो, गिरेगा गिरेगा. Don't open this door. So, you see what I am saying is, when we understand we have to change, we must know we have to be really humble, not in language, not in behavior, but inside, to know that we do not aggress others. Alright? So this labor and this one problem is only of aggression. One community here, you say, no. Say you take an elite person, so-called elite. Just I like Tevita, they have made a big satire on all the elites, the dancing of it. They have made a big satire on all the upper classes and all the lower classes and all that kind. It's a very good one, I must say. It's a very good satire. Avita. It's a very good satire. So, now, if you have that aggression within you existing, then better take it out. The culture of the spirit has to come up. That is the key there. If that culture doesn't come, you see, then these all cultures are very aggressive. And they can never give any happiness to anyone. Labor people think that they are hurt by the elites or by the rich or the upper class. But what are they aspiring to be? They are aspiring to be the rich people themselves. They are hurt by the rich and they want to be the rich. You see, it would be like if you are hurt by somebody's shoes, you become shoe person. If you are hurt by the rich people, then why do you want to be rich? It's a simple question. For a person like me who has no much intelligence, I cannot understand it.
Can I say something about our political system? It's set up on the three gunas.
Yes.
It's set up on the three gunas. You have radicals, rajas, conservatives, tamas, and you have in the middle liberals, sattva, intelligence. And what you're saying is right. We're alternating.
But I'll tell you, liberals also need realization. They have to be reborn. Otherwise, you have one horrible Jeremy thought. Why did you give him any seat? You gave him a seat. Why should you give a seat? You should have courage to say better not be there. He has got a seat.
Yeah, but he's going back for it, and they're backing him, aren't they?
Huh?
He's going back for his seat. He's standing for his seat again.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand. In this country, the spiritual system operates.
No, but it will only
The system
you
is
see,
run by
but
God.
I'll tell you what. You see, unless and until they take to realization, it will not.
I told him. I told David Steele about Mataji. I told David Steele about Mataji.
You see, what I'm saying, just by proposing that you are in the center, you do not become. Sahaja, you see, Kabira has said it. Sahaja, Samakarata. They all say Sahaja, but they are not. You should be ashamed of such a horrible leader you had for so many days. Huh? No, horrible he is. Just his vibration. Horrible person.
Like Mr. Nixon, I know.
No, all of them are just the same. To me, all of them are just the same. There is nothing to choose. But if you have a choice, if you...
In England, we aren't an aggressive nation. I don't like you saying that we're an aggressive nation, because we aren't.
No, you are not aggressive when it comes to something else. But when it comes to cultures, you do like this.
Well, we're uneducated. I admit, when we came to India, we didn't know what we were dealing with, so we cut off from it, and we wouldn't have anything to do with
What
it.
English brought from India? Pajamas.
Pajamas,
Jodhpurs, verandas,
sundowners.
and what else did you want? So you are aggressive. You see? So all these things have to be changed. Like Indians must change, and they should not accept whatever you give them.
No, we didn't. Ultimately, our aim of being in India was not an aggressive one.
No, no.
And we weren't aggressive.
In
and
India?
I don't like hearing people.
Yes, we are.
You may not like it, but we have added. You see, you don't know how they treated us. You have no idea,
Why did I go
Simon.
to India and why did they see Victoria Rani? What?
It's not
Huh?
a political issue, no.
No, but one thing I want to know why in India they say, oh, we want Rani back. Why do they always like me
If
for
you
being
if you
Indian?
pay money,
Well, I've
to
met
some-
Indians who
You see-
like Germans for kicking us out because they say without the Second World War.
no, I'll tell you very
we wouldn't have
simple.
left India.
Yes, Simon, listen. I'll tell you, you will understand it very simply. It is very, you see, it's a poor country. You give them money, they can say. They gave, you see, kitabs and they gave these, you see, we never had these, they call somebody what you call this? All these MAD, PADs and all that you have here. Titles. They gave titles and they gave this and that. You know, English know how to do it. And they collected some people to say something about it, but the way they had to fight it out. You don't know. You are not there.
Have you seen Satyajit Ray's film, The Chess
Huh?
Players? Have you seen Satyajit? Satyajit Ray is the best filmmaker in India at the moment.
That's what you people think, because he says he tells all about our poverty. He doesn't know anything about Indian culture. Not a word. He doesn't know anything about spirituality. Satyajit. He's all right. People like him because he sings the saga of communism. That's what people like. That's not India. He never represents India. It's all right. He is very good at getting very old people from somewhere showing all their ribs and stomachs. And this. That's how he does, and people like it. You see, because there's a kind of a sadism. We like to see poverty. We like to see some people being tortured because we feel we are tortured. It's very subtle, Simon, I tell you. You are a different person, you cannot understand it, but people are not. But now you are different. I'm not talking about the people who came to India, but I'm saying today also as the Western mind is. You see, with your rationality, with your, what you call the so-called scholarships that you have, the so-called, we can say the industrial.
Indians these days go overboard for Bertrand Russell, Wittgenstein, and
They will.
Cambridge.
That's what I'm saying. You see, this is what I'm saying. The same thing as you are saying, I'm saying the same thing. You are giving them and they are taking, whether it is poison or anything. This is what I'm saying. They are another type of foods. You are one type, they are another type. You see, you aggress and they take it. If anything goes from India, they will accept. If anything goes from England, they will accept. It's a funny thing going on.
If we get all these fake gurus all coming out from
Yeah,
India.
that's what I'm saying. You take from them, they are another sect. They are sending some gurus to you, you accept them. And you see, this is the mutual understanding going on. It's just a big fraternity of thugs.
Afterwards, you build a fantastic Wembley building for them.
See now, you see the joke, whole thing. Once you say that we are British or gone, finished there. You just say we are human beings, and then you can see the whole joke going on. If I say I'm an Indian, I'm gone, finished.
It's not a political thing.
You see, it's not political, it's much higher. You see, you don't identify yourself with any group, and then you can see the joke better. If you identify, then you can.
You take it literally. You should take the essence of the thing. You listen, you take the essence, not literal thing that Matthew said, isn't it? You have to listen, take the essence.
No. If you listen to me, the whole thing, you will understand it very clearly, what I'm trying to say. Don't get angry. When I'm saying aggression is there, aggression is in this way. You see, what I do not understand, that people do not study others and just bring about your own ideas onto it. That's great aggression. Now, in my own house, my two daughters are there. I have not told them what is food. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Even now, not told them what is Kundalini, leave alone giving realization. Same with my husband. If they do not want it, I am not going to write this. This is not aggression. But that doesn't mean I accept aggression from them. So when you accept aggression, it's the same as if you give aggression, if you do aggression. For me, both things are just the same. So when we have to change ourselves, we should say, what do we do? Where are we? Are we aggressing others or are we taking aggression? Now say Atul feels guilty, then he is taking aggression. If you feel like egoistical way that this is wrong, that is wrong, then you are aggressing others. All these things must be seen in its full context and in the full view of the whole thing. So you will understand. But what happens? We identify ourselves with one part of life. We say this is, and either we aggress others in that case or we take aggression. This is sickness. This is the sign of sickness. Anytime this happens, sickness starts. And this is the cause of sickness of all the human beings all over the world. But once you identify yourself with the whole, then you start seeing whole as a disease thing. And then you feel treating that disease as a doctor. Then you do not identify yourself with any sickness. Alright? That is what is SahajaYoga. So now if you have somebody sick, alright, so now you understand that by helping that particular sick, of course if it is your desire, it will be done because you are one with the whole. But the approach towards that sickness is different. You understand my point? Is one way to help because he's sick, he's poor, is different. What I am saying, the approach should be that we become absolutely confident of SahajaYoga. We establish our own powers, absolutely, and then we make them also the same because they will fall sick, they'll have all problems unless and until they are realized. So that is the primary thing that must be done. Because one side they are the people whose ego is hurt, the other side are the people who have suffering from their ego. So if you have to help both of them, you have to bring them in the center. Alright, you understand my point now? Now to bring them in the center is not to sort of appease them, not that way. But by developing the center. See, let the center grow far on both the sides. So it envelops. You understand, Mary? Yes. They will never believe in God because that is the way they can assert their ego. Indians are another set of fools, absolute set of fools. Because the way they are following you, I mean, you are already in the ditch, where are they going? Firstly, they do not have any values about, honesty and all that. That's finished. Now, even if they take the other values also from you, then these sickly people where we go. As it is, they are thieves. Then a thief becomes a immoral person. Now, what will happen? It's like somebody has been bitten by a scorpion, and on top of that, he takes wine. Then what happens to this person? So the aggression is within, which is to be corrected. For all realized souls, it is important to see if you are taking any aggression within us is equally wrong as giving aggression to others. You see, we have to develop a set of people who have idea of reality. Those who understand what is reality. Those who are going to set in another type of way, which will cut down this vicious circle. We have to have that kind of mind by which we see the disease of the whole and try to correct it. That's how we can manage. But if you start identifying, even today I would say, with any one of them, you are mistaken. Now you understand my point. You just don't identify with any one of them. You have to identify yourself with reality, with yourself to begin with. When you become that,
Nirguna.
not necessarily Nirguna, you start with Saguna only. Because I am in Saguna, what to do? If you do not come in Saguna, Saguna is with forms. If you do not come in the form, nobody understands. Who will talk to you? Nirguna cannot talk to you. So the Saguna had to come. Alright. Now you establish within yourself the complete understanding of the Saguna. Now don't doubt too much. If you are a doubting Thomas, you will end up with zero. I can tell you this. We have had people for years together. There's one gentleman coming for 7 years regularly with nothing good with us. And he's supposed to be a wrangler in mathematics. So, you must see the people who have understood the Saguna and how far they have gone. And if you have to progress, you try to understand it. First. Secondly, you must also understand that you are going to be the people who are going to lead the whole world into a new awareness, into a new life, into a new dimension. So don't identify with people who are still blind. They'll make you more blind. Identify yourself with people who have seen something. The one who have had experiences you identify. Put your attention to them, then only you can see. And that is only possible when you start giving up your misidentifications. You see? As long as you have misidentifications, you will be mad. You will not know what to do. That's it. You got involved into these identifications gradually. See, because the atmosphere is like that, the whole surrounding is like that. From all sides you have people who just engulf you, they club you into it. You have to jolly well come into it. Your freedom is gone. You are not free to think about it. And that's how you are not free from these identifications. To begin with you are alright, but gradually you start repeating it. And identify with various things. How are you responsible for what your forefathers have done in this country, or my forefathers have done in my country? Tell me, who are they to you? They might have been born in China now with chinky eyes. Possible. Or could be inside, or could be running away with Amin as his soldiers. Could be anywhere. We are not responsible for them, whatever they have done. Alright? Keep it at that point. Now, if you feel responsible, say even for anyone who belongs to your tribe, still is wrong. Because you are different people. When you become that, then you must identify yourself with a new tribe. One who has known the reality. But human beings identify very easily with something so much illusion. Like if you are born in England, you are English. If you are born in England, you could have been born in Timbuktu or any place. These all misidentification create this problem. Then with this identification also you go into that complete circle. If you are an Indian, you start speaking like an Indian, behaving like an Indian, all the good and bad of it. Same with English, same with French, same with you typify. You see, gradually you start misidentification starts working in you. But you are a pure thing inside. These all impurities come in. So to free yourself from all these impurities of any kind, I tell you this is like possessioning. To be free absolutely for all these things is the ultimate aim. So all these ideas when they come into your head, please remember that all these have come to us because we belong to a particular society, particular case, particular religion. Now, for example, the other day, there was a gentleman, he said, I feel very guilty all the time. So I said, are you a Catholic? He said, no. So I said, you have no business to feel guilty. Because if you are a Catholic, you are made to feel guilty all the time. Isn't that it? You see, you are just from childhood. If somebody gets a brainwash all the time, you see, a little child doesn't understand. You see, you go and tell him you are a sinner. He said, oh. He looks at you. He said, am I a sinner? Then he goes to the church. Then they tell him, you are a sinner.
Repent.
Huh?
How do you say repent?
Repent. Now he says, what should I repent? So he thinks about it, he goes to the priest and he tells him that I repent for one thing. He said, what? Because I opened a tap. He said, what? I opened a tap and my mother scolded me for that. I repent for that. So it starts from there, you see. And the whole thing starts working out. Then poor thing repents for something else. But inside, when he's repenting, he's building up a faith. And that's how these horrible people, so-called Christians or so-called Hindus also, because all of them just the same. But I'm saying about these, how they have gone against Christ. One thing we taught is not against. You make somebody feel guilty and you have it. Absolutely satanic. Is there any mention in the Bible that Christ wanted somebody to confess to him? Is there any mention like that?
No.
Then why these people have started this confession business, and who are they compared to Christ that they ask for confessions? Appointed by some theological college, elected by some people where the smoke comes out of the chimney. All these silly things you digest without thinking about it. And then you are misidentified also, Maria. Alright? So you must understand, be happy and joyous that you have found that eternal life and be one with it. Alright. And you tell them off that you are all silly fools. You go ahead with your idiocy. And when you are absolutely drowned, then come to me.
I used to do that until they struggled me. That's when you found me, rather, when you pulled me out of that. That's what I used to say with the spiritualists. I used to tell them what I thought of them.
And why? You see, spiritual is true humanism. Do you know who indulges all these poor people?
Yeah.
Same in India. We have all these horrible tantrikas, this, that. As long as we, holies, you see, if you see there are countries like, you can say, tantrikas are mostly prevalent in Bengal, in Bihar, in UP, in Kerala, in Madras, Assam, and there you find the poverty. And maximum are in Bihar, so it's the poorest of them. And absurdity of these people is. That place we went to Kovalam is in Kerala. The people are extremely poor, and for the newspaper people, you see, this is the main issue they have, that poverty. So they want to sort of take advantage of it all the time, poverty, as if they are very poor, live like poor. And these people arranged my program in a hall, big hall, and it was a carpet or something, I don't know what it is. So they published that she was living in suits of room with wall-to-wall carpet and this nonsense. I was poor thing living with these people, you see. But why? Because they want to imply that she lives in luxury or whatever it is. See, I live always in luxury, whether I'm poor or rich makes no difference to me. So this is what is the accent they have. But why there is poverty, why don't they think? Do you know in that country, such a wretched condition is that Sri Shankaracharya was born in that country. And these people told me that we do not know who he was, and also we do not know that he was born in this country. They should be ashamed of themselves. And the second thing that they did, that they tortured him, because when he came back, when his mother was sick, they would not even give him water. They said, you are a sannyasi, you have no business to come to your mother. And they would not, when she died, they would not burn her. So he burnt her in the house itself. And he used all the banana trees to burn her off. And then he cursed that country, that the way I have burnt my mother, you will be doing the same. So now they cannot burn. So what they do, they dig the graves and put them just in front of their houses. So imagine every house is hovered by all the thousands of horrible people who are dead. We went to one village and asked the condition of the people. They all ran out. They said, oh God, ask Mustafa. They said, Mother, what sort of a village is it? And then you talk of emancipating these horrible, nonsensical people. Why should God? They want to run after the tantrikas. Then the bhoots come in, and how can you have your problem of poverty solved? Tell me any country where there are so many bhoots and there is riches. Always you'll find the poor people indulging more into it than the rich. And once the rich start indulging into it, they also become. It is a very simple thing. I can understand you if you people do not know, but Indians know this. Still they do. That if there is one booth coming inside your house, all your Lakshmi will start. Everyone knows this, but still they do.
There's no doubt, Mother, the moment you return to London, the left agya goes. And when you leave it, you can feel it releasing. When I was in the plane, I could feel it release. When I was in the plane going to Germany, I could feel it release. And then when I was coming back, it caught again.
England is full of. You see, no use bringing your labor and conservatives and all that. If they want to listen to me, destroy all these tantrikas from here. One and all will be all right. You try any trick, you will have problems. But who will listen to me? They used to believe in witches and all that once upon a time. There used to be witch hunting and all that. But they are stopped. The witches are very nicely settled down in this country.
Many Christians are witches.
Better? What's it?
Many Christians are witches.
Yes.
Doesn't
So-called
mean that they're
Christians.
bad. No, it doesn't mean that they're bad. It means
They are not bad, but they are bad in a way because they bring all the booths from outside.
no, they make the fields grow, and we have to keep witches here, otherwise we get no
No,
harvest.
some witch is speaking through. Some boot is speaking through.
You're not here to discuss, you're here to learn.
I'm sorry,
If you
but
don't want to learn, then you go somewhere else.
No, Swami, you are correct, but you see there's a witch in you that is speaking. You are not saying that. You see, how can you say witches should be here when I have told you all about them, what they do? You want people to suffer from poverty, suffer from all kinds of mental diseases and troubles. You don't want them here.
do rich. Life.
What you want, you do not know. First you find out what you want. Write it down and let me know. First of all, you should get rid of all these operations on you. See, in your room itself there's a problem. These witches are there around. All of them are here. You must cleanse them. They all have to get up from this country. If by my coming here, if I cannot do it, that was the worst use of my time. But if you are identified with them, what can I do about it? All the churches are doing that. As I have told you already, that this confession business is very wrong. Whatever is the problem of a particular country is to be handled in the particular country, isn't it? In India also we have the same problem. But that's a very different type. I mean, it is not regarded, you see, because it's not an organized religion. You can wipe it out better, but it is organized here. The Seventh-day Adventists, these are another horrible Pentecostals. They are organized, they are accepted by law. They are doing all these things through law.
Mother, don't you think that when they give you the sense of being guilty in the Christian and the Catholic Church, they wanted at the same time to increase their power?
Of course.
It was on
This
the
is
same
the play.
time.
This is the play. But only an intelligent man can see that through. You see. You make feel somebody very guilty or something. That is how they brainwash. See, it's only brainwash. As Hitler could brainwash Germans, these people have also brainwashed too. In India also they do the same thing, brainwashing. They have done all kinds of brainwashing, but the only difference is this, that the Western religions are all organized. So when they are organized, they become firm and they have much more power than a religion which is disorganized. You can make them better. Now the priest here is so much respected. In India, a priest is not respected. So ask him, he is a Brahmin. If his priest comes into our house, we do not respect him. He takes money, we know he takes money. We do not respect him the way here the priest is respected. Because it is organized, they have made their norms and things by making themselves respect.
And what is terrible, they gave the religion, and during the Middle Age, they give to the Western countries knowledge too. And religion and knowledge, they had an incredible power.
That's it.
Because through the knowledge, they wanted to introduce the religion. And afterwards, religion began to be knowledge.
So you see the vicious circle starts. So you must you must give up your misidentifications first of all. Because all your diseases come from your identification. Alright? Say now you are Greek. Now Greeks also have certain misidentifications. Quite a lot of them.
Many.
So once you start becoming a Sahaja-yogi or a universal personality, you just dissociate with all that. Do not stand for that. But if you are a real
Mother.
Huh?
I never did.
I know that. But if you are a real Greek, then you must tell all the other Greeks also that this is what it is. If you really love them.
I will be pleased to see that, to say that to my aunts.
Your aunts are not so much worried, right? Because that's an age now, they're gone. But what about the future that's coming up? Now the people who belong to such organized religions, as they have, which has happened in India, in the same way it's going to happen here also, that they are not going to believe in any religion whatsoever. The other side has started, as you said. They don't believe in any God. They are innocent.
I don't know what they need to.
Huh?
I don't really know what they need to find out.
Nothing. You see, it's just a spin. from one extreme to another extreme. It's just a swing, that's all. There is no direction, there's no guidance. It's just a swing from believing into it too much, fanaticism, to another is non-belief. Our SahajaYoga is in the same. Extremes. So from one extreme to another extreme they go just automatically. It is absolutely inevitable. You have to stop in the center. And those who are stopping must flow in the center. So they engulf all that. This is what I'm trying to say. Alright? And when you start seeing them, then you will know how horrible they are.
It is very painful.
Very painful to see how horrible they are. It is true. We have to, of course, cure them, but first we should be alright all of us. And we should put these things together.
I don't know, Mother, I've noticed that one of the ways that negativity works is that it attacks people and then it makes you feel sorry for them and it sucks all your energy out so that you have no chance to do any work for SahajaYoga.
Like Rustam had this problem before. He was over-sympathetic. You see, if you have sympathy, you actually sympathy is sharing the thought. You share their thoughts. So this is also, and now why? You see why I said this, that you have, in these Western countries, you have seen the aggression of you. So you are taking to the other course, you see, you are over-sympathetic. And that thing is going to tell against you. Absolutely. There is nothing to sympathize. There's to be so strong that you just solve the problem just like that. Sitting down here, you should be able to solve the problem. So develop your powers. Alright, son? That's what it is. You must develop your powers. And how will you develop? Is by becoming silent and silent within. And seeing what you see. You have to just assume. You have powers already. You have been enriched by all the mantra. Everything has been done. You've got it. You're already empowered. Just use that. Can you doubt that you are not empowered? You already have got powers. And also most of you know what is to be done. You know what is this power to be used for. You have the knowledge. But only is to assume. You have to assume.
We need the wisdom as well.
You have. That's right. You don't need Maria. You have lot of it. Only thing is, don't sympathize with them. Just don't worry about that. They are foolish people.
This is what I have been doing all the time.
That's not good. You don't waste your energy on that. That's why I've cleaned down so much. There's a saying in Urdu, Qazi ji guzre kyo shahar kya patients. He said, priest, why are you so sick? Because you are worried about the wound. Just pay attention. But your attention should be detached attention. If it is not a detached attention, you cannot.
It is only through SahajaYoga that I started feeling a lot better towards detachment from these things.
Yes.
But I still have a long way to go.
Yes. No, difficult. It's only 1 second you need. Just say, go away, all of you. That's how exactly it will work out. So, you see, we had an example of that in Bombay, in Delhi. We had those Ramakrishna Mission people. Just tell them. There was a lady who had cancer from the same ashram. And she said, why? I was doing paropkar, means I was helping others. I was looking after them. I said, then why did you get cancer? They said, now in doing paropkar I've got it. So I said, you enjoy it now. You are made for it. For doing upkar. Upkar will be
Social work.
Mission.
Do it. Without doing. You just do it without doing it. You even do not know you are doing. It's so simple as that. Alright?
It's becomes part of the
Yes, otherwise, you see, you think you are doing something, that means pride comes into you and the whole thing is false.
But Mother, the more we surrender and the more we have faith, the more it will be alright.
Yes, it will be alright. You see, if you are alright, if you are strong people, then the Virata becomes alright, the primordial becomes alright. Then you become strong body. See, some part of the body is sick, you can cure it. How many cells you need to fight with? Not much. But we are the fighting cells. We have to fight them by not becoming identified with them. You see, you have to fight with them in such a way that you do not weep for them. Means you are affected by them. No, you are detached. You just say, you'll be alright, then you're alright. So much powers you have, do you know that? But once you start weeping for them, power is neutralized. It should be done without any pride, anything. That's alright. We should all have done good, otherwise there's no question of prestige for us. If somebody is cured, well and good. We have not taken everybody's sort of, what you call, taking that bond. That we should do it. We'll do if you want, if you don't want, we don't. It's in complete freedom that we do it. At least I. It's absolute freedom. If I want to do, I'll do, otherwise I will not do. In the same way you should. So then the detachment comes. You see, complete freedom is also complete detachment. That is complete freedom.
Sometimes, Mother, when I have been like this, people say to me that they used to know me before, feeling very much for them and showing it. That if through Sahaja Yoga you become unfeeling, that's how they interpret it, becoming unfeeling.
Unfeeling, no, you should say, now I understand that what was lacking. And I have too much feeling for you, it becomes Yogis.
Yes.
You see, they always depended on you. And you had to give them. Alright. Now you should say you also become givers. Through Sahaja Yoga you can become equal to me. I want you to become that. You see, sitting down and weeping for somebody is no good. Or some people are like this also.
They like the sympathy, huh?
They like, you see, they like the show of the thing. Say, you go to a place and they will say, oh, how is he? Is he better? All that should go on. But if for a person like me, I may not even go that place. Stop. Why should I? I'm not attached. But then you see, people like it if somebody comes and too much asks. That's not feeling. Feeling is when it is in pure detachment. You are not feelingless. You are not emotionless, but you are emotional. You become emotionless. Emotion is identified with you. Understand? Yes. You are the emotion, complete emotion, ocean of emotion. You generate emotion. When you are with people, they get into emotion. You can inspire emotions. But nobody's emotion should affect you. Then only it is possible. Even the ocean cannot be compared.
Do you remember, Mother, that in the letter I wrote a sentence that I had a little bit of a problem at work? This was the problem that although I put the people's names in a bundle and I would pray for them at home, at work I would be detached from their emotions and their problems. And because of that, they would be upset why they could not attract my attention.
You see,
Well,
you
my
should
attention was attracted, but not to the point to become part of it.
yes, you should
And
say.
that would upset them, and that's why I had the problem, because they send very negative vibrations back, which eventually I could not tolerate until I
No,
brought
you
their
should be
photograph
tactful
at
about
work.
it. You should be tactful.
Mm.
You should be tactful about it.
Mm.
That is not the thing. The only thing is, you see, even if you read, doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't hurt you inside.
Mm.
It's all outside. It's all right. You see, attention, when you give to somebody, you should be fully attentive to yourself.
But the attention mother they needed was a selfish one, which I did not entertain.
You don't entertain them. You see what I'm saying? That as you are realized, you will be surprised that you are in a different wavelength, absolutely, on a different position. And it is going to be little difficult to adjust with others because they want you the same person. So it cannot be the same. You are a different. It was only that you could give them something for the time being, that's all. But now they will know that you have curative powers, you can cure them, you can do things. Your value will go much. So you need not try to worry about these things. Gradually they will accept.
No. Things have sorted themselves out.
They will sort it out. There are thousands
There is
of
a lot
people
of
behind you.
peace and
You don't know there are Chiranjivas, there are great personalities behind you. So you just let go. And we are not to be guided by their norms. Not by their. We have to put our own norms because we are different people. But first have confidence in ourselves.
That's true.
Are you better, Atullah? Now, Simon, how are you? Are you feeling guilty about something? Oh. Now you don't swing from one end to another. Alright? Just try to keep in the center. You have read a lot. And you know a lot. That's called as jnana. You have got jnana. But you haven't got bodh. 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 Means your jnana is not enlightened as yet. Alright? One is to know, and the another is to know that the knowledge is enlightened. This is the difference between it. Right? The other day Gavin asked me what is samadhi, so I told him it is enlightened awareness. Enlightened awareness. You are aware, but you are not enlightened. Samadhi is that. So in SahajaYoga, first you get Nirvichara Samadhi, that is thoughtless, enlightened awareness. And secondly you get Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where is doubtless, enlightened awareness. So to go to doubtless condition, you must know to avoid doubts. You have to change your style of approach. You see, other things you might have achieved through doubting, but SahajaYoga you achieve through resolving.
You even have to pretend you don't doubt to start with.
You have to go on pretending with yourself. You tell your mind, I'm not going to doubt. Go on for a while. Then it goes. There's nothing like faith. Faith, I'm saying, not the blind faith, but faith. You have got the vibrations now. Now believing into it. That's the only way. There's no other way out, I can tell you this much. Those who have taken to doubting, they will never approach. You will be thrown away all the time by doubt. And a time may come when my attention will recede and you drop out. Just like that. You just cannot do it, Sahaja. But blind faith is not needed. First you feel the vibrations. You see for yourself. Either we are absolutely have blind faith or we have rationality. Can't we be something in between? The people who are absolutely blind are useless. They might be saved because if they can ask questions to me that are you this, are you that, then they can be saved. If they come to that point. But those who are rational, they can never come into it. Because it's like a jumping like a monkey from one branch to another branch. You can never land down. It's only through faith, Shraddha, through surrendering, you are going to achieve that state. And then small ripples here and there, nothing is going to disturb. You are going to enjoy that state. Allow your faith to dissolve. You know, the time is very short. You've got your realization and you take so much time after that to come up to that. Right? And that time is very much lost. Why? Now you have seen people who have Shraddha, how far they have. So why not follow them? Hello. Here comes. So that is very important. That by doubting, you are not going to achieve anything. You will be tossing.
Big girls.
But you have to really, big girls have gone out. The big girls have gone out to play. You also go and play with them. Alright? See, how confident. Because they are innocent. They have faith in themselves. So stop your rationality. It is not going to take you anywhere. You have to learn to develop your Shraddha. Even you get realization, you cure people, you do anything. We have an example of somebody you know. His mother was cured just like that, he was cured just like that, he got a job like that, he got whatever he wanted. And then suddenly he drops out without any Shraddha. So that's what it is. So many have done like that. Because if you do not have Shraddha, you get tired of jumping from one to another. All the time you are doubting in this. It's just a mental feat. You like to do circus for a while. It's all, forget it. Now jump into it and get it. Now what do you lose? You lose nothing.
What do you receive every stage?
Ego. You lose your ego, but you get your wisdom. What do you lose? Nothing. You get all the power through your Shraddha. Now the time is too short and you are taking too long to do it. And some of you will be tired, jumping like that all the time, with your doubts this way, that way. And what are you doubting? It's all free. You don't have to do anything about it. And doubting people can be quite foolish. They doubt about every nonsensical thing which has no meaning at all. They see things which do not exist. Because it's just a habit, or you can say an indulgence, you can say an entertainment for people to doubt this, then doubt, then this. See, they are just jumping like monkeys. Stop that. Any one of you who goes down into Shraddha and dissolves becomes a great instrument in the hands of to say that I doubt. Stop. These people think we are very honest by saying I doubt. I doubt. Please give up such honesties. It's absurd. This is ego, which is making you say these things, that I doubt. Because by saying that it exists and you feel you are very honest, it's not you are doubting, your ego is doubting. When you realize that your ego is doubting, it will become the same. It's not I that's doubting. It's my ego which is doubting. Or maybe some possession in me which is doubting. Am I playing into the hands of some possession or my own ego? That's what it is. 100%. Because those who have not doubted have gone too far. You have seen people. You see, Duval, he never doubted. His own brother, who was helped so much in his, he had no money to eat his food. He had gone to that condition because he had put a lot of money in a business which was failing. When he came to SahajaYoga, his business started running just like that. He became a money man. His child was sick, he was cured. He was sick, he was cured. His wife was sick with something incurable, she was cured. But still he was doubting. He started taking drinks after that. He never used to take drinks. After doubting, he started taking drinks. He did all that was prohibited in SahajaYoga just to prove his point. And where is he now? I would say, pay attention to yourself and not to your doubts. The doubts are coming from some dark corners of your mind. What are you going to lose is the point you must do. Sort it out there. What have others lost? They have gained. Those who have doubted have lost. Lost time. So don't waste your time in useless things. There is nothing to do. Every word I say is the truth and the truth. See the vibrations. See? I have to boast. Every word. So don't doubt it. Just take it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I know all this myself. I'm not going to achieve anything by telling you. Except that you will know me. None. You are not to lose anything. You have to gain. So tell your mind to shut it, which is already running at a very fast speed. Good. We want to get to that state of complete doubtless awareness. And for that, are we going to carry these doubts in our pockets? They have no meaning. They'll all be neutralized. You have seen people who have neutralized. But those who do it, steady your Shraddha, steady it. It's a force. It's like a flame of a candle. Steady. So by your doubts, you are putting heavy pressure on it, and it has to face those doubts. You are weakening yourself. Steady. Simon, you have to get well. You are a seeker for ages now. In many lives you have been seeking, and now you are not going to play about anymore.
No.
Alright? No. You are going to be a sensible body. Absolutely. Alright?
May I go now?
Alright. You may go. Then you throw those 7 and come bring 7 more to me, my house.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
What time would you like me to turn up?
Oh, any time from about 5 onwards I'll get home. Alright? 5, 6, any time. Come to my house, bring them. And ask Philippa to come and see me also tomorrow evening.
Yes.
If possible, because I'll talk to her about this, what is to be done.
7 trilas as well as 7 moments.
Yes. Alright? And as I love you, try to love yourself. And now don't get after yourself. Sit. Better? Put your fingers in your ears. See now? Much clearer. Still. One more thing I would like to tell you, because this time today I can tell you about that for certain chakras, how to clear them. Even physically you can try. One of them is a Vishuddhi chakra. Now for Vishuddhi chakra, I have told you many things, but you can try one more thing which will help you. Is to put your head on the ground like this, near a bed. Put your feet on the bed, resting on the bed, and try to come up the bed more and more. More and more, the body pushing on the bed, so the whole pressure comes up here. Alright. And then keep my photograph handy. In that stage, you see my photograph. It will improve your Vishuddhi. In that case, in case you have, say, left Vishuddhi, then you turn your face towards the right and see the photograph. If you have the right Vishuddhi, then turn your face to the left and see the photograph. That will help you, because all of you have Vishuddhi problem. This will be alright.
You mean the leg? No, on the floor.
On the floor,
Okay.
you lie down. See, now, just like this, you can lie down. Now, facing that side towards the yes. Now, just sit. Go ahead. Now, like that. Come in, be careful. Now, go down, and more. See, try to bring this the low portion on top.
Make the body straight.
Yes.
To reverse all the...
Yes. See? So that there isn't much of a Hatha Yoga. And you see, yes.
So you rest it on your shoulders or the head? You rest your weight on the shoulders.
Pressure on the back.
More on the
No, we should.
Now you say, better now?
Why do you have the photo if you're just going to look at it?
Huh?
Why do you have the photo if you're not going to turn to the left or the right?
What's it?
Just hold it up. Oh, you hold it with your hand. I see.
No, you have the photograph whichever side you do. See?
Yeah, no, but if
See,
you're
no.
not going to look to the left or the right, just hold it.
Did you turn your photograph with you? So you must look the photograph also. Because that's your agya, always. See, if agya is kept clear, then Visuddhi clears out better, that's why. See, that's why you have to have the photograph, because your agya can be cleared out. Otherwise, the agya is blocked. See? Better?
It's very good.
It's very good. See? All of you should try this thing. I have told you about for Swadhisthana, what to be done.
Yes.
That you remember?
Shall I show them?
Yes, show them. What is to be done for Swadhisthana, physically also.
Why is this balance?
And you say, mantra.
Yes, you can say. Very good. Now, for people who have a problem of Muladhara, or say those who cannot sit on the ground and sort of things, see, for them, is to practice with both your legs like this. Put them like that. You two have the same thing. Put these two together, like this. Now, see, you cannot stretch it much. Try to stretch it down onto the ground. Lift it.
Put your knees down like that.
Try it as much as you can. Not in one shot, you cannot do it.
You just put your knees down.
Yes, put your knees down. They must touch the ground. I can do quite a bit. See, despite my fact.
Can you push it?
Yes, they must try to raise it and push that down. Gradually you have to do it. You do it in a month, you will not stop. That's very good. You lift this, so only your Muladhara is touching.
Yes, because unless it's on the floor, your vibration is much better than on the chair.
Now try to, now put it further like this. No, try to move that further up. No. Put this together and move that. Just push that. No, just heels. No, heels. Spread the heels. Spread the
Keep the heels apart.
Okay.
Now do as much as you can. Pains you?
No chair.
No, but it should be spread much more. Spread it much more. That helps. You see, that helps.
Yes.
See? First you do this exercise and that one. That will work. Just try. See? It's working out. It's much better now. Gradually it is working out. You see, it's much better now. So gradually it will work out. Gradually if you do it. It's good for Muladhara. For all the people who have Muladhara problem, this would be a good idea. So gradually you see, we should see to different chakras. Now for Hamsa also. Hamsa, I'll tell you what is to be done. You lie on your body like that. Like that, on your stomach.
For which chakra?
For the Hamsa. Now come now. Put your these things, Muladharas here on the Hamsa. And put your here. And now ask the Mother Earth to suck in your problem.
Suck in your what?
But the pressure should be quite a lot on that.
Suck in your
Thank you.
What are your difference when you take away the rope?
Take away the whom have you to ask?
Mother Earth.
Now you do. Now you move it inside.
Turn to the side.
Walk to the point. Feel better? See, you can feel the sensation at the temple. Allow it to descend. Your even pressure will go away from your See, you will feel released in the pressure. See? Better? You meditate. You see? Release yourself. You can do even with your Vishuddhi here. Do that. To the mother. Better now? Are you feeling better? And the mantra should be said. Mantra should be said. Say, you can say the mantra of Hamsa here. Sahaja, you can say Omkara Swarupuni also. See, here it is Omkara and it becomes Christ here. So make Omkara here, right? That's why there is no deity, because it's a nirguna. Huh? Alright?
Is there any physical exercise I can do for heart? Clear heart.
Clear your heart. Do not do exercises. For doing heart, Shavasana is the best. See, put your hand like this, Shavasana. That's Shavasana. Not much. But this is no exercise, this is just relaxing only. And for relaxing your sides, see, you can lie down, you can put your hand like that. But when you are touching Mother Earth, you see, take some. But this is not the end of everything. You have to use the mantras and with dedication and devotion. Better? Much lighter now. Good. How are you? Looking very good. How are you? Alex? How are you?
I've been in the sea for 5 days.
You have been at sea?
No, not at sea, but I've been going into the sea.
Good. That must have solved all your problems. It's a good idea. That's what I say, get into the sea. Good. Very good.
Because in these places where we go, you see, it's surrounded by people who come for non-dharmic things, you see. So you're in the midst of them and you jump into the sea.
But now they are having a bad time. Everywhere you see now, all these resorts are having a bad time.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes are coming to resorts and things. And earthquakes and also lots of hurricanes and all these things are happening to us. Because if you do a dharmic thing, then the sea itself gets happy.
You remember last year the thing in Spain?
Yes, very much.
Flying with the
Yes,
fire.
that also happened.
900 people.
All kinds, you know. This Greek ship and this tanker.
Yes, this tanker in
That-
Spain. Yes.
Not that was in real. That's another one. In Spain, in France. That is in France. In France, there is one resort which was all finished by this thing. And in Spain, it was finished when they brought a gas. This thing.
Yes.
Yes. So everywhere now there's a hurricane, and the other day I read about an earthquake coming.
Well, there's in the Caribbean right now. There's
Yes.
a volcano.
Volcano is bursting. Caribbean, all the Caribbean Sea that was misused for a dharma.
Mother, I told Christina it was very interesting because I wrote an article in the Herald Tribune, and they said, I don't know the name of the writer, but he said, look now, not only wars, but nature is coming to be angry, and we must be very careful. And I gave Grégoire this article, and I wrote, he cannot know who is the master of nature. But it's true, everything in all the places.
This is all wrong you are doing. Imagine behaving like this before the sea. Sense of devotion.
But in some parts of the Caribbean, they're very devout people. Although, you know, you see in a hotel where the worst things are going on, they have a Bible. I saw an old woman the other day, I was amazed. She was in this place where they, in the Hilton, and she had in front of she was looking after the cash register, and she had there in front of her an open Bible and she was reading it, and people would come in, and they would buy something, and she would, yes, she would joke with them, and then she would read the Bible, and then she would give them the change. Amazing.
Something is coming up there also.
But it's mixed with a bit of spiritualism.
It's like in
It's not
Brazil.
so.
It's nothing clear cut, you know.
No,
They
it's
are
not.
nothing clear cut, nothing in absolute way. You see, so these small patchworks, what are they going to have? You see, you need a volcano. Really, what to do? That's why I say, what's the use of having sympathy with these horrible people? The whole of Caribbean Sea they have ruined. Whole of it.
In California.
California is another. That's going to blast out very nicely.
You seem Superman. It's predicting.
Well, and the fear, the St. Andreas Fault, this little canyon, Menace, Los Angeles and San Francisco, all of California has been hit by an earthquake.
Well, last year they did have a fire, didn't they, which damaged quite a lot of properties and areas, if you remember.
Oh, they had recently something there.
Yeah. It
A
was
hurricane came in, I think.
With California?
Yes, very recently.
Not California, Florida.
No, California itself. There was.
Fire.
Huh?
Fire.
Fire broke out. Fire broke out. Yes, fire broke out.
I drove to that place where the stars homes, you know. And the fire, they couldn't stop it. It went right through. Destroyed Hollywood.
That's it.
Yes, of course, because Hollywood is really the worst place in the world, one of the worst
They
places.
generate sin.
And they export it all over the world.
Yes, they generate all that is blasphemous. They teach people how to sing. They give people licentiousness. Give them all the power that is needed to fight the absolute truth, the brainwashing. By the way, I have something to ask you. You are with the Laker company, is it? What was that you were saying?
Yes, yes.
What's that?
They want to go to
New York.
Who wants to?
There's a relation of mine who is also realized, whose wife is also realized. They want to go to New York. Can you put your hand? So they want tickets.
It's very simple. All they have to do is just go up to the desk.
No, they were not.
They couldn't get a booking.
No, that's one thing. You can't. This is the whole point of SkyTrain. You can't
You
book
can't rely
ahead.
that you...
No. You go yourself. You can't book ahead. See? But it's guaranteed if they turn up on the day. See, they ring up, say the night before, and see how the bookings are. See? And then they're told. But even if the plane is full, their name goes down on the list, and they're guaranteed within 24 hours to go. It's much better than Air India or Pan Am or TW, any of these standard.
How much is they have to pay?
Or if they know when they're going to travel,
Yes,
they
they
can
know.
go very, very cheap.
They know. That's
For
what
£100 return.
Yes,
to
that's
New
what
York.
they want to do.
Well, I can they can go to anybody. All they have to say is.
But this going at any time is how much?
Well, Apex, if you know when you're going. If you
That
know,
is the cheapest.
Oh, absolutely cheap. And you're guaranteed a seat.
That's on the 4th they want. 4th week.
4th of May. That's how many weeks is that? This is 2 weeks. That's too short. It's a pity you didn't say 3 weeks. What?
That's the problem.
Well, in that case, then Laker. Just ring up and
Turn up on the day.
no, ring Victoria, where they have an office, and ask. See, and they'll tell you how the bookings are. But
You can find out at Victoria.
Victoria, yes, you can find it. But if you want, I can give you a ring and let you know.
Actually, you let us know because they wanted to talk to you about it.
But the easiest, if you have other people in India, say Apex or ABC, and then it's the cheapest possible way.
If you have 3 weeks, is it?
Oh yes, 3 weeks and
You have to.
£100
For how many days?
to go there.
How many days I can stay?
Up to some schemes are 6 months, some schemes are 45 days. There's plenty of time for normal purposes.
I can do for 45 days. I would like to travel in your plane.
You'll go on the big one, the DC-10, to go to New York. You go on the DC-10.
What's that?
It's a beautiful
It's they have 325 passengers. You know, it's not as big as the Jumbo, but the next step down. Very big.
It's good for price.
It's they're all the same.
Okay.
Now what about you? How are you? Come here. Art. No, put your hands on your Bible. No. Hands, just this. It's all right. Huh?
It's court.
Huh?
Sorry.